DC, you've been shining on that video right there, man.
Let it bounce. Let it bounce.
Come on, come on.
I'ma get crazy.
Hey,
I got the mojo these who can tell me like
80.
These other niggas so
Southeast, Northeast DC.
told the wife a nigga go.
that's that.
I've been there for some my soul.
That's that.
All I really wanna know is where you at.
Where you at? Where the south side at? Tell me where the fuckers uptown at? Tell me where the fuckers Landover? Who pulling up the Range Rovers?
Landover, Greenbelt, Waldorf.
With a phone bang, that south side, that's it, okay? Time back to the 106. I'm gonna switch that shit. Set on 225th and 21st. I'm gonna rip this first. I'm gonna put it in a hearse. Get it in the dirt. I'm gonna flip for the stop. Black gon' flip for the drop. I'm gonna let it don't stop. Let it don't stop. Let it go, till it don't stop. Put up a bang. I'm gonna put up a bang. We gon' get in the game. Give it the bang. I'm gonna get it in the bang. They gon' remember the name. Real cap hold with a beat. I'm gonna save when it's come with the streets. I'm get bang till the home gon' beat. I'm DC from my head to my feet. That's to the play when I crack in the back. I'm gonna save when they run.
It's underground shit. DC.
Come on, Joe, they fly now. You old school like Tom Neck. I'm old school like Bro Neck. You old bitch, these blow neck. Hey, DJ, control now.
Shouts out to Caribbeans. Tijuana. Canada.
Come on, come on.
Pull off the whole damn team. I'ma get
Atlanta, Georgia.
It's real.
Louisiana.
He sucked the nigga so.
Gotta cash out.
Told the wife a nigga no.
That's that.
I can never serve my soul.
Yes, indeed. Damn, drives me cranking, bruh. Damn, straight cranking. It's his eye. You tuned in to the #1 podcast in the DMV. I'm your host, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's own Rab, B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for you internet fools. To the right of me, as usual, my podcast partner, OnlyFans J. This is T3P. Now, at this point in time, I know everybody's clear on where I stand. I love the black ladies. I'm lucky to be alive, happy, healthy, and free. For me, let's not forget about those Tubmans either, Jay. Biden, I'm on your ass with them Tubmans, bro. I need those Tubmans, bro. We'll get Jackson off those $20 bills. Put some Tubmans on there, motherfucker. Black History Month. What it do? This is T3P. Talk to me, Jay. What's going on with you, player? The third perspective.
You know, as usual, the jobs, you know, it be blowing you, but what else is new? You throwing people off and shit. What, like I said, what else is new?
The third.
It could have been worse. Could have been out in the cotton field picking cotton free.
That would not be good.
Yeah, because that's what jobs started off as. If people didn't know, it was free labor. Then they want to throw you a couple coins, make sure you put food on the table, make ends meet. But outside of that,
You ain't watched the motherfucking Super Bowl? I know you watched Super Bowl.
yeah, I've watched Super Bowl.
What's going on with Super Bowl? First of all, what you think about, first of all, the two first black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl? Then one of them won't win, you know, so you had to get one of them off.
Yeah, it had to be Patrick Mahomes, though.
Yeah. The one with the white wife, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. was a good thing. Now, my the reason why I like it a lot is it's more than just you see two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. It is the future of the NFL. It's bigger than this, right? It's like it's been so long when owners of the NFL, general managers, wouldn't even look at no black quarterback. They changed no wide receivers and shit like that. Now the actual black quarterback is getting a chance to be a quarterback, or you change your system around to the black quarterback. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's this a different animal right here, bro. That can tell me that all 32 teams can set up and have black quarterbacks, bro. Because if you were telling, like, let's take Philadelphia for example. If you're telling everything around the black quarterback and what he can do, that's gonna make all the other owners be like, hold on, man. I need to get a piece of this cake too. You know what I'm saying? That and any black quarterbacks in the draft this year, they're gonna snatch them up, bro. Because now
it's a formula of success.
Yes, because it's different from before, like with Doug Williams. It's like Doug Williams just had to be good as fuck, good as he was to be, you know what I'm saying, be in a position to win the Super Bowl. Now, you can actually get a chance to grow as a black man into the quarterback position. It's a big difference, bro. I mean, your leash is shorter than the white motherfuckers, of course, because you got, what's his name in the Giants? I think it's in his 5th year. Mediocre as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel Jones.
A black quarterback wouldn't last that long. You see what I'm saying? He been gone like shit. Second, third year if he was mediocre like this clown. You know what I'm saying? So the rope is shorter, but we get a chance to actually beat quarterbacks now. You see what I'm saying?
Now coaching, it's a different animal. You be there, they hire you, you in there, don't do right, they fire your ass. Same year.
I mean, coaching is a little different because it's just different. To me, coaching is different because if you got all the owners that's white billionaires, they're not gonna try to have no coach because the coach is the closest person to you as an owner.
Yeah, they don't want that black face.
They can't be sitting there and be, you know what I'm saying, missing a mingling with him and the wife black, and they got nephews, they got all these people coming around that's black as fuck. They got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? They automatically click with a white person, but it's wrong or right. They click with white people, they're white families. They might have fucking somebody that went to the same universities. All types of shit be happening. You know what I'm saying? Where a black person don't have all that going on for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different animal. You know what I'm saying? But I get shouts out to Philly. First of all, Philadelphia always get black quarterbacks. They don't be tripping off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia had McNabb. They always had black quarterbacks. Shit. For over like 20 years, they ain't give a fuck.
Cunningham.
But do you think Hurst gonna get paid as a big time quarterback? Like they've been doing Hurst and all, Josh Allen and all these motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying?
I believe
Herbert.
I think they're gonna break the bank on them. But see, the situation is I think the Herbert, the Jacksons, the anybody else, they have to sit there and look at Jalen Hurts at this point and see how much he's going to get.
See, to me, I don't even think this is fair.
Because he's still in his rookie contract.
True.
So
he only had one season that was decent. We talking about
this year
Jackson that was MVPs and shit, bro, for multiple years balling. And still ain't. He got to sit back and look and see what Hurts get.
Mm-hmm.
That's disrespectful as fuck.
It's disrespectful, period, because
he's an MVP already.
Yeah, he had an MVP.
That's just crazy, bro.
At first, he was sitting back and see what Dak was getting.
Dak's some trash,
even though he ain't getting no MVP.
Far as the future of black quarterbacks, he's at the bottom.
He's done. Like he ain't it.
I'm just saying, like where we were at first with Kaepernick, right, and to where we are now. You can't tell me we ain't flourishing right now, bro. Compared to the Kaepernick situation, compared to now where all the owners is stuck in a situation where they have to find a black quarterback or a white motherfucker that's so athletic, and that's as few and far between. to fit the mold of let these motherfuckers run. You feel me? Like the owners and general managers in the NFL have woken up to the fact that we have to get a black quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got quarterbacks out there like Aaron Rodgers. Brady just retired for good. Thank God.
Yeah.
He's fucking prehistoric.
But everybody's coming to the conclusion that your quarterback can't stand in the pocket and win.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah. He had to be somebody that can make plays.
Aaron Rodgers can
on his own.
He's
a threat to get you a 3rd and 8.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not a dual threat.
He's not a dual threat anymore. He used to be. But he can't do that no more. He's too old for that.
You're not pitching it to him. You're not handing it to him. He's not you know what I'm saying, sweeping to the left with this motherfucker. You can't do Fields and Jackson and
you
shit.
Can't do the Philly special.
None of that.
None of that shit.
No. Hell no.
Somebody will crack his ass in that.
If you sleep on that 3rd down, he gonna fuck around running 8 yards on your ass. If you don't pay attention. Him, but no, Josh Allen will do a threat. He'll fuck you up completely if you don't stop the run. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I missed one. Matt Ryan, he sits in the pocket too.
Oh yeah.
And
do you think those quarterbacks are over?
And Matthews, yeah, they done.
I don't think so.
Only reason why I say they done is because you see Matthew Stafford. You see,
he just barely made.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl yesterday. Last year though,
yeah,
I give them that. But this year they on the bottom of the rung. Matt Ryan on the bottom rung.
I think the Brady type quarterbacks you can win with them, but you need a running back. You need a quarterback that's wide receiver that's vicious as fuck, not just no average motherfuckers. You feel me? You're not going nowhere like that.
And Brady had some vicious ass receivers. He had 3 of them, and 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs. But the way Brady was throwing the ball, he would throw it too high, too low.
This year?
Yeah. Throwing it on the ground.
Yeah,
people was in his face as soon as he hiked the ball. And
I don't know.
You wake up the next morning, you be sore. Unless versus of having like a team like the Titans who ain't got no wide receiver and just a running back, you just run all day.
So your running back gonna be like that if you're gonna have an average pocket quarterback. You can't have no average running back. You feel me? You got somebody like Henry. You can't have anybody back to bitch or main man in the Giants. That type of running back. You gotta have a nice ass running back if you're gonna have a pocket passer. You feel me? Other than that, you gotta have a quarterback that make plays, bro. Like Holmes make plays. He's not a dual threat, but he make plays. He'll just fuck around, lay sideways, and throw that bitch on your ass.
But you know the passes that we really be getting people when he just fling it or he
running away to the sideline, just flick that shit to the. You know what I'm saying?
Or that no look pass here.
That's just making plays, exactly.
Like he do whatever it is.
Like Brady not doing that.
Yeah, Brady ain't doing that.
That's making plays. You need somebody
he's the guy that got what it takes to do it, whatever it takes.
Lamar Jackson, he make plays.
He makes plays.
Yeah, see,
but the problem with him is that he's the only guy. He's the only guy out there.
If I was him, I want to leave Baltimore too because they haven't got me nothing around me ever since I've been here.
And the one person they did give, Hollywood Brown,
running back. I need all that. I need all the works, nigga.
Yeah, they just.
You can't tell me my contract got to go behind Hurst when they gave him all these fucking weapons. I'm sitting watching with all these players, and I'm sitting with these boo-boo the fools. Come on, bro. And he gonna give what's his name? The linebacker Raekwon.
Oh, Raekwon.
All his money first.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Like, what was that?
And then what made it so bad, they brought him in a week later, they paid him. 1 or 2 weeks
crazy
later,
shit, bro. He just complete. If I'm him, it's no more Baltimore for me, bro. I got to go. There's no more disrespect for me. I already know more disrespect will come down the line. This much been hitting me so much. Nah.
And now when I'm looking back,
that shit just crazy as fuck.
I'm looking back at Baltimore. Did they even have a black quarterback?
Baltimore.
Yes, they did. They had one. You want to guess who that was?
Who?
Air McNair. Steve Air McNair.
They had RG3 too.
Well, that was recent. But they had Steve Air McNair at one point. Because they got him from the Titans.
There's so many storylines from the. First of all, let's start with Chris Berman. Did you hear what he said at the halftime joint? You hear that?
Nah, what did he say?
When they was motherfucking. All right, first they talking about the first two black quarterbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he chimed in and said it's also Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
What the fuck does that guy to do with that?
That's what I mean. I want you. If you think about that for a minute, Jay. Like, we celebrating two black quarterbacks. Can you explain what Abe Lincoln fit in this? I want you to tell me your thought process of what he can be thinking. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck?
I guess the Emancipation Proclamation. I don't know. I don't know.
What would make them think of that though? Like, what?
That was that was left field though. By the time the halftime come, I was eating some shit.
Yeah, he said.
I was eating some food.
Oh yeah, it's also Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Huh?
Without doing anything.
What? Are we praising the white man now? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If we got two black quarterbacks Super Bowl, and you reaching for a white man and bring into the story and praise that one? What are we? What? Hey, bro, when he sit, no, when you hear something, you be like, that ain't gonna go well, good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you first hear it, and you start thinking like days go past, and you realize, yep, that didn't go good. Mm-hmm. This one of them joints, yo. You be like, bruh, huh? But yeah, Chris Berman. Everybody know Chris Berman from back 3-minute joints on ESPN and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Where he go back and run over the NFL and shit like that.
Yeah, the 1-minute joint.
Yeah,
but he was supposed to be retired too. So I don't know.
He was on the halftime joint.
Yeah, no, he was supposed to be retired though. He said he announced it anyway, unless he wanted to come back. He got bored and wanted to come back. I don't know. But
I wish I could find a joint where the nigga was just like, bro.
What the fuck does this guy do with anything?
But if I'm Holmes, first of all, Holmes is one of them black people that
he's borderline.
They okay, but cool. I get you. Where they marrying white people. I mean, they rinsing out the black. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
He's mixed anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He really rinsing it out real good. You know what I'm saying?
It's like he 50-50. He a Milano. He's 50-50.
Then when you get a white wife, just start.
It's like
eventually you just got white kids where they thinking like, why my hair like this? You know what I'm saying? A white family just sitting around looking like, why you got that big butt? Right. We have no clue why. You know what I'm saying? It's so tainted. You know what I'm saying? I just think everybody wants to suspend and everything. I don't think he should get suspended for shit like that. But hey, it's just him thinking to put that in. He thought I'm thinking he thought it was good. You know what I'm saying?
I guess he was talking about the because his birthday is in Black History Month. 2 black quarterbacks, Emancipation Proclamation.
I guess he was trying
the freedom of slavery. I guess he was trying to cram that in a little bit in there somewhere.
That way, bitch, please.
Oh,
the problem is as a white man, you don't look at that as we do, right? Once you bring that up, we don't see that as some happy time. You feel me?
Right.
That's just like, okay, nigga, we still struggle. Like, no, we talking about a happy time right there. 2 quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you bring that up for? You feel me? That's a damper on our life. You feel? They don't see it like that. He's seeing it as connecting black things. And when we see it as no, that's some time we don't even want to think about at this time. You feel me? That was slavery time. We want to think about this good times where it's 2 quarterbacks in Super Bowl. You feel me? Then he brought that up in the middle of that. I think in the middle when he let it out, he started realizing, ouch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oops.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. I shouldn't have said nothing about that. Too late though. We get what you're saying. It's gonna be some black people out there that defend that shit, but hey, like you said, you just thought he was just bringing it up because it's always a coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But hey, my thing about them motherfuckers is first of all, I don't know, man. Rihanna and your man Rock. I mean, what's his name? Rihanna, her husband. Now, what you think about the halftime joint?
I got
Rihanna.
I got mixed joints. A lot of people say they didn't like it.
For real?
A lot of people say they didn't like it. Very few say they like it. Mm-hmm. But then when you look on TikTok and all that, they start making fun of the of the halftime show. Yeah. But the baby review, the halftime show for her wasn't really to entertain you. It's to let y'all know that I'm on baby number 2.
That's crazy.
he ASAP skeeted in it. And now, he got the baby number 2.
This right here is just hard for me to understand, right? Because in reality, she don't have to do this because she made money out of music. She don't even do music no more. She don't give a fuck about no music.
Oh, right? I got one more thing to add to that. When I look at the halftime show, she still got the voice. She can still sing. But as I look, it's like she don't want to sing no more. No. Seem like she don't want to sing no more. Like her energy wasn't in the singing. Like she sang it, but the performance, it was mediocre at best. It's like she wanted to be there for the halftime, reveal the baby, and roll the fuck out. But it is to say that when she was there, she spent $500,000 a day for a hotel. So she was just there for the festivities, pretty much.
Yeah, because she didn't really perform. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Her heart, it seemed like her heart wasn't in it.
2 things. She wasn't performing. She wasn't singing. She was lip singing. So it was just like, the point of this is, but it is halftime. It ain't like it should be a. But when we do halftime, we're expecting a show though. It's like 115 million people watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't even pay these people at halftime because there's so many people watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's your payment, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But you start trying to think, okay, what was her point then? Because she's not making music. She do things like, I think, in clothing and makeup and stuff. Mm-hmm. So she probably ain't wrote nothing in I don't know how many years. What was the point of first asking her? And then why would she accept? Now it came out later that she
didn't get paid.
She found out she was pregnant later after she accepted the joint. But she could have turned it down though.
But the other thing is, I read an article saying that allegedly, she didn't really want to, she didn't really sing, she didn't really perform.
No, she didn't.
But it was an article I read, she allegedly did not get paid for it.
No.
And to show her clothing line that she was... that they had on, the dancers and the people that they had on. So she didn't get paid for it allegedly, and it's for the advertiser her clothing line, which the performers and her had. So I'm looking at it like, Oh, that explains why the performance was blah.
It wasn't a performance. She probably never rehearsed it on this shit or nothing, man.
That way. Bitch, please.
She come out of the joint 5 months pregnant and shit. Like, yeah. It was better off you just let the motherfucking lady that was to the side doing the interpreter do this shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? She's a star tonight, bro. You see the interpreter?
Yeah.
Now, I be seeing interpreters, right? It's funny because when they be doing speeches like in politics, it'd be an interpreter on the side. I don't know if you be seeing them, do you?
Mm-hmm.
And they be kind of doing what she be doing, but she put it to the hood. She made interpreting hood on this one. Mm-hmm. You gotta give Shorty credit on this one. She made interpreting like that, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog?
She was real into it.
Because let me tell you, who was the person that it was somebody else. I think it was politics though, yeah. It wasn't music. See, music give you a chance to really get into it when you're doing the interpreting. You know what I'm saying?
She was real into it.
And you gotta give her credit because she what's that word for that? When you change something. Like interpreting. She
revolutionized.
That's the word. That's the word right there. Whether I don't know if that shit she was doing really was sign language. We gotta find out first. But if people was listening, really watching her, understand what was happening, and she was really doing sign language with the stuff, that was some shit that was like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give her credit on that one, Jay.
But then you look at the crowd. You listen to the crowd. It seemed like they was a little restless themselves during halftime. Probably half of them went to the bathroom.
Yeah, you do that anyway. Not when Rihanna did, though.
You're not supposed to when Rihanna did, but
you know, that would come down to like some people didn't like the joint at all. You know what I'm saying? But most black people like it just because of Rihanna coming back out. You know what I'm saying?
So I was talking to my friend. She was saying that she seen a halftime show like, yeah, nobody haven't seen you for a while. You haven't performed in a while. You're supposed to be going out in there and say, yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm here. But it was just blah. It was a bland ass show.
Yeah. The whole, yeah. So Justine Miles, she did the interpreting at the Super Bowl. Justine Miles, and she from Detroit. Where she was doing TikTok. She been doing this for years now. She been doing it for a couple of years. Where she do interpreting with the music. You know what I'm saying? So for us to see it, that's some slick shit. I like it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think she should be at all types of shit now. Like
I think she should be teaching that
at all motherfucking concerts and shit, you know, so people understand the words. If she was doing the right thing, I don't know if that was right. You feel me? She could have been doing any fucking thing for us, son. You know what I'm saying?
I think she came across something new that was sitting there for years that nobody never thought of doing. They didn't
flip it and modernize it, yeah.
Right, and nobody ain't really thought about doing. So my eyes is that she should go far with this. She should be a teacher, teaching other people to do who's already teppers or who want to be new to it, and do the same thing to interpret the music in a certain way.
My bad. She from Philly. I thought she was from Detroit. She from Philly.
Oh, too bad. If they lost,
So that explains why she was dead anyway. So
Go Cowboys.
why was somebody from Detroit be there? So yeah.
Too
You
bad,
know,
Philly.
But between her and Rihanna, she put on more of a show than Rihanna, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest
I
with you.
agree.
That's just crazy. But that night right there was crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You had that right there. You had Rihanna. Yeah, Shorty right there doing her thing and shit. Rihanna come out pregnant. Didn't tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you had Michael Irvin thrown off ESPN sets, bro. You heard about this?
Yeah, because of a situation with a woman.
Yeah,
I think in the hotel lobby or elevator or something.
exactly.
Nobody have no camera, no proof of this. And it's like, now it's the word of mouth shit. Once again.
It is one more. Now, this is tough right here because all of a sudden he just disappeared. That's some crazy shit, bro. He was not on TV all day, like out the blue. And all of a sudden you start hearing more and more that it was a girl in the joint. She said she went to a hotel room with him. And he said he arrested. Now you got people that's in the hotel room, hotel lobby saying he ain't do nothing. But I don't think they talking to the point that he took her to the room. I don't think they know that part. I think they going off the fact that enough had happened like in the lobby where they could be like, man, he was real nice there. Ain't nothing happened in the lobby, you know what I'm saying? But she said something happened in the room, allegedly. You feel me?
Behind closed doors, basically.
Yeah. Well, he put something in a drink. So I would start thinking, okay, what would be the point of him doing that? Whoever that is, they probably gonna fuck anyway.
Try to Spanish flower.
Oh, what's with your man?
Charlamagne.
Charlamagne is her ass and shit. Drop shit in Spanish fire in her drink and shit. But I started thinking, like, what's the point though? You gonna fuck her, right? So why somebody lying? Like,
I think she lying.
I think she making this up, bro. Because you gotta think of it, like, bro. He on ESPN. He black, right?
He knows.
He already know anything like this, he'd be over.
Yeah, he knows the ramifications of this shit.
He already been through the cocaine era where he was snorting that shit.
Yeah,
I remember that shit. He even had a sexual joint. I think it was shit. This was recent though. We had another sexual charge.
That was years ago.
2007, something like that, right?
Yeah.
2008, something around a long time. But it happened. Well, it was another bitch say he did something. That ain't good now. Now I think about it.
Yeah. But then I thought they dropped the charges or something like that.
Huh?
I don't know what happened. I remember it was another woman at that time.
Yeah, this happened before now. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Something like this happened before. Like it just all of a sudden he did something. You know what I'm saying? It was something happened. I gotta try to find something. What happened here? Something happened back in the day. I can't remember. With Michael Irvin. This ain't the first time put like that. That's all. That's the main thing I'm trying to make clear to everybody. This ain't his first time. This ain't his first rodeo. So he been in sexual harassment or whatever this shit is before. In fact, let's tap into some of these.
Oh, he had a cocaine charge.
He definitely had that. That's one of his early joints. He was snorting that shit early. He's early with Dallas.
Then he got another cocaine charge. Damn. So he had 2 cocaine charges. Female employee.
Oh, in Florida, in hotel.
A female employee in Phoenix.
That's this year?
Mm-hmm. That was the lady.
All right, so he got one in Florida, in a Florida hotel, where he had he was over his niece and nephew houses where he said he owned the house and something happened there. This was like 7 years ago, 10 years ago. Just him on Fox explaining that situation.
Carry on with my life and to have certain things out here about you that have been said, it's just tough to carry on. So even against their wishes, I thought it was a need for me to speak on what happened that night and tell the truth about what happened that night, and share the backdrop, about the person involved. I want to tell people, first of all, I've known for almost a decade. I met her when I moved a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, to Miami to work for me on my radio show in the sales department. And he was dating her at the time. So we've been around each other for a long time, hung out with me, hung out with my friends, hung out with my family. I've never, ever, in that decade, we've never had any kind of dating relationship.
Third perspective.
We've never had any kind of sexual relationship or sexual relations in any way.
Bitch, please.
In question, it's my first day home after the off season, during the off season. And I went home to see my nieces and nephews who I take care of and live in one of my homes in Florida. And we were, they had a county track meet. They did well in the track meet. So I went to see the track meet. And then after that, I got a phone call from a friend of mine, Frank, who owns this hotel, Ocean Manor. He said, come by, let's hang out. And I always do it every off season. All the family members come by. We all hang out over there. We were hanging out. And I had a 6 a.m. flight, early morning flight. And we hung out with Frank's till about, I may have gotten there about 12:30 in the morning, because I had the track meet and take the kids home and hung out with the kids. And I went to the hotel and he called. I went over. And then I thought to myself, all right, I'll just hang out with friends and family, and then I'll just go straight to the airport at 6 a.m. because I had that early morning flight. So we were over there about 12:30, and then we went to another place called the Rock Bar, and right around the corner from my hotel. Now, me being the leader that I am, and the one with the most resources in this group, because remember, these are families and friends. I want to make sure everybody's okay at the end of the night. I want to make sure everybody has a ride home. I'll pay for everybody to get a drive home. And since I was leaving, I offered my hotel room. I said, you guys, if you want to, you can stay here and sleep it off because I am leaving. And when we left the Rock Bar, we went back to the hotel room. We were in the hotel room for a short while. Vince was there with me. Vince is a guy I grew up with since about, used to be my point guard and playing basketball since about 8th or 9th grade. He was with me and we were all in the room. And Vince said, hey man, I have to go. I got an early morning meeting. I said, okay. I got him a car home. Left in the room was I was sitting around and she's bouncing around and she was impaired. She had been drinking all night and she was drunk. And she was more friendly than usual. And I had said to her, I said, just chill out. It's just the alcohol talking. And one of the things that we do, and I even share with my sons, we take a class over at the NFL Network, mandatory class every year. And they talk about this, and I'm thankful that they do. They always talk about it, and they harp on it. They say whenever someone's that impaired, they have no ability to make a decision. So when she was being more friendly than usual, I stopped her. I said, stop, let's go, we gotta go. Soon after that, I grabbed my bags and walked out of the hotel, going to the airport. Walked out of the hotel after me. She walked down the hall after me. She walked in the elevator with me. She walked down in the lobby with me. And then she left and I left. We talked.
It's, one thing about that joint right there, what's curious is he didn't do this with this case right here. He said he jumped out and got on TV real quick to explain that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And see at the beginning he said my lawyer said don't do this, but I got to get it out. Why you not doing that now?
Just straight up suing because he off the air, and now you're seeking for damages and defamation of character. Now the other part, the other underlying part is that it said NFL Network have a class on this type of issue. I never knew that.
They got what? Oh, we just said
Yeah, you said
where he teach them how to
conduct yourself.
Yeah, when
whoever
women are drunk.
Yeah, when certain situation arise, he says mandatory once a month. Now, that's the case.
I wonder that's all ball clubs or just Dallas.
Huh?
Is that just Cowboys or everybody?
Nah, you talking about NFL Network.
Oh, the NFL Network did that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. You sure you're talking about the NFL or the Cowboys?
You said the NFL Network.
Why would the NFL Network do that?
Because they travel a lot and they keep going the wrong way.
Would they do that with Gert? You sure? Oh, he might have been talking about. I thought he was talking about Cowboys, but he might have been talking about these.
This story right here broke off somewhere about what?
He still wasn't playing anymore. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
2007.
So like he was on TV, you know, at the time.
Yeah. Damn.
So said they got once a month mandatory class that shows them how to conduct yourself when certain situations arise, so you won't lose your damn job or get sued and anything like that. So they have class so you can conduct yourself so they could be protected. Because you know, and it was. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I was like, that's a good idea. Why all these networks do that shit?
They probably do.
Probably do now after Me Too. Me Too movement getting everybody out the way.
There's just so many storylines from that Super Bowl.
Now,
it's crazy.
That's the other thing. Me Too and jump on this either.
Shit. They probably ain't. There's just so much shit going on. What about Bieniemy though? He goes get fucking 700 interviews. Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl
twice.
And I think he interviewed with the Commanders.
He interviewed with almost
everybody in the league probably by now.
Almost, just about.
Yeah.
Probably like 2017 is probably one.
Hell yeah. So we got him floating around the NFL and cannot get no job. The motherfucking Philadelphia lose the Super Bowl and both of their coordinators get head coaches.
White people too.
Both of them coordinators get head coaching jobs. The black coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs, who won, can't get no job. It's the craziest shit, bro. Let's go back to what we were saying earlier. Like, most of these owners are not comfortable around the black coaches.
No, because I'm going to give you the perfect example. Texans.
Oh, fuck.
They got Lovie Smith, right? They gave him the man an extension in the beginning of the year or before the year started. And then when the season drilled out, he done.
Yeah.
Like, what type of shit is that? Versus...
they don't even give him a chance to even do these things. Do anything that he make. You can't do... You going to go to Super Bowl the first year you get to somewhere? Nobody do it. It's like, you got to give people a chance to get situated with that. A year is not enough, bro. To get comfortable with the situation, get your everything you want implemented, get the players you want in 1 year. Like, how can you get fired as a coach in 1 year unless you just a disrespectful asshole or something? I don't know. But 1 year is just not enough to get the job done, bro.
And then you remember they had that black coach in the Chargers. He was done in about one and a half years. Or was it the Broncos? It was the Broncos. Oh, it was both of them. It was both Chargers, Broncos. They had black coaches, and it was just done. Here they gone tomorrow.
Hey.
And I'm like, huh? Tomlin is the only black coach left.
Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin from Steelers.
Oh yeah. Damn, bro.
Like, nigga can't get a chance. Bad enough you can't get a owner.
That's some shit.
Jay-Z tried to be one, but I guess they shot that. No, nigga, you ain't being no owner. Try the NBA, though. That's why.
NBA. That's crazy. Now, before we go anywhere, we're going to pay a couple of bills before we go any further. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Trade that up like that. Now, heart's desires. Now, if you got a born sex life, right? And you want to sexually unleash, come be liberated. Explore, stimulate, lotions, custom lingerie, and much, much more. High quality. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the high quality. High quality for sure. You know what I'm saying? Body of pearl. You know? And novelties to enhance all sexual and sensual experiences. Visit hotdesires.com. That's 3613 St. Bombers Road. Hotdesires.com for all your sexual enhancements and desires. You know what I'm saying? That? Now I got a lot of little things here. Little trickery things for the sexual enhancements from heartsdesires.com. Let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? That heartsdesires.com. Now, the first thing I want to show y'all. Now, all of y'all know about the gum job. You know what I'm saying? That everybody know about the gum job. You know? Right here. Coming flavors. Grape, strawberry. You know what I'm saying? That this gum job. Everybody know about this right here. Enhance your sexual appeal. You know? But now I got a new joint this year. This episode, sponsored by Hearts Desires. That's the BJ Blast. BJ Blast, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hot rock of giving head. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen. You like Pop Rocks? You ever like Pop Rocks, though?
Back in the day.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. You can put this in your mouth and pop rock it while you're BJing. You know what I'm saying? BJ Blast. Now, you can catch this right here. This flavor right here. What's the flavor of this? Green apple at heartsdesires.com. You know what I'm saying? It enhances your BJ level. You know what I'm saying, ladies? Now, another thing that's going to enhance your BJ level now, trust and believe me, is Deep Throat to Go. You know what I'm saying now? Heartdesires.com to catch on to some of this stuff. Deep Throat to Go, baby, ladies and gentlemen. This here numbs your throat. Well, you control your gagging. Won't be no gagging with this, baby. You know what I'm saying? Eliminate gagging. You can deep throat it without throwing up. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna feel nothing. Spray this in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's like an oral anesthesia. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have to worry about it, ladies. You don't have to worry about gagging. Gagging is done. You don't have to worry about gagging at all. It's just straight going in. Heartdesires.com. That's heartdesires.com to catch some of this good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we go, before this commercial is over, you're definitely going to need this right here, baby. This is lubricant. Now, not just any lubricant, right? This lubricant right here got flavors. Flavors for your poo-poo. Flavors for your nuts. Flavors all night, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hotdesires.com for this too. You You know what I'm saying, dog? Will enhance your sexual desires all night long. You know what I'm saying, dog? Now, Jay, we lost somebody, man, in the hip hop world. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yep, we sure did.
I don't know if you know we lost De La Soul. You know? De La Soul. you used to fuck with De La Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Me, myself, and I.
Myself and I. Just me, myself, and I. Miss Monica. And remember, I sent you some albums, Miss Monica, if you check out this podcast. And that was one of them. You know, you say you want to learn some new music from, like, what'd you say, black culture type. I got you. Me, myself, black. This man right here was top notch. Roots. I sent you all those, baby. All those joints, baby. Take me to another day. I sent you that one too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was
under
that was Tennessee.
yeah, what's the name of them?
No, that was TC. That was
That's them though. That's them though, yeah.
Take me to another place. Take me to another land.
That's the kind of music Miss Monica. Everybody know Miss Monica from the podcast. She likes that kind of music. I sent her that right there. You know what I'm saying, dog? But I forgot to send her this person right here. De La Soul. That was my shit back
in Development.
Yeah, Arrested Development, yeah. De La Soul was my shit. I don't care, bro.
Mirror, mirror
on the wall. Because it was a different from my actual music that I like back then, like a motherfucker EPMD, Ice Cube, NWA. That was the kind of music I like, right? But their music was like a different vibe where it give you something else to think about. Put it like that. So, like you just said, mirror, mirror on the wall. That shit was tight back in the day, bro. I used to fuck with De La Soul, man. That was my man, Slim. Who else? It was some groups came off from them too. There was a lot going on with De La Soul back in the day, bro. Him. I think Digital Underground come from them. Hold on. I think
his name Chugoy.
Who?
Chugoy.
You talking about De La Soul? Well, he was the lead rapper of the joint. The other two was like backup rappers. That's fucked up when you're a backup rapper. Backup singer, cool, but backup rapper though? How much rapping do you get to do? You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing no rapping and shit, but De La Soul, man. and another thing I like is like him, and they do tours now. It's like I like that, man. That y'all get out there and get that music out there. That's why we do like shit like when rappers rap and shit like that. It's like we need people to listen to rap before they critique it. Put it like that. Before they be like, all right, this is the best rapper that ever lived. And when you never even listened to a rap before. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we want to, as a podcast, if you go back on all our podcasts, we go back 300 podcasts, and then we go back in history and go back in hip hop, all types of rappers all over the place. That we go back and listen to their freestyles and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's our way of contributing to the hip hop culture by saying, hey, if you under 25, there's other rappers that happen that you might not even heard before. Or you might have heard some TikTok shit and don't even know these people were rappers. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways that you might have heard some tight ass shit, not even knowing that was rap. You feel me?
Right.
Or one of your favorite rappers are fucking stealing shit from old rap shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know it. And then if you hear the freestyle, you be like, oh shit, I heard this. You know what? My rapper that I love said that the other day. You feel me? And the whole time I thought he made that up when he got it from him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like when we do that, when rappers rap, I think that's really important. That's one of our key veins, bloodlines into this podcast is where we go back in history and just listen to people and critique them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives us a chance to look at people back in the day we forgot about. You know what I'm saying? And then I know people that wasn't born then don't go back and listen to that shit anyway. So it gives them a chance to be like, oh shit, I ain't never heard that motherfucker. That's tight. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know the sample came from.
Exactly. That's another thing. Yeah.
Because like Prince had an interview, right? before he died, and he said it's gonna get to a point where sampling is gonna be the thing, like nothing but the thing, where they're gonna be
Because you can't
sampling.
tell.
Yeah, they're gonna be sampling of the songs that sampled of the sample that's been sampled.
It's been so sampled. We don't know what was
That's
sampled.
exactly what he said. It's gonna be to the point where it's gonna be sampled to the sample of the sample that it had sampled.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know where it's sampled
Yeah,
from.
it's gonna get to the point where you don't even know where it came from. Yeah, it's been sampled so much, you're gonna be sampled out.
That's what basically music on for real. You know, back in the day, like when De La Soul was out there, that shit was like that, man. We had so many varieties of music. I know all the ladies know that Jodeci just had a little concert. You heard about that?
Yeah, it said.
I think that's another tour, right? I like this shit. Man. I like this shit that they do this.
They came to town.
But you don't remember when we was little who was doing this? Full Tops and Temptations.
The Full Tops,
Temptations. They was doing all this
the Whispers,
shit. Yeah.
the Manhattans.
And now that
Betty Wright.
Ain't that some funny shit? And now these niggas, they just getting caught on to the fact that they can get bread off the touring off their own music. You know what I'm saying?
But little that a lot of people know, maybe a lot of people, but maybe whoever. But they came out with an album maybe back in 2018, 17, 18. So there might be some songs you probably like, where did this come from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, you know, Forever My Lady and some other hits.
Now, the ladies that been there, that went to that joint, I know a couple of ladies that went to that joint that night. They said JoJo was not looking good. And I think he was on some drugs anyway, though.
He was always drunk.
I think a couple of these motherfuckers drunk anyway. Yeah, they ain't on shit.
Casey
again,
and JoJo.
This is a bag. You can get a nigga stand up for 2 hours real quick and lip sync this shit. We can get a bag. You feel me?
Right.
And y'all niggas just stay sober.
That's what they did. That's what they did with that one member of Temptation. They had, remember, he got drunk real bad. They had liver
fucking
ulcers.
that money up, yeah.
He had liver ulcers, and they took the light from him and put him on the mic and just had him lip singing. They took his mic off.
Yeah, everybody mad because Rihanna was lip singing. You think you got something wrong with people lip sync?
If you got the voice and it's there, go ahead. I mean, now these days you get to the point where musicians has gotten a little lackadaisical. You know, they're not worried about the craft no more. As long as they got that bread, they all right.
They nowhere near thinking about the craft at all. They've been past the craft.
We go back to Rihanna. Allegedly.
Yeah, she not even thinking about music.
Allegedly, she's not even thinking about music.
Nah.
But she did have some of her outfits that was on the halftime show for show. for her to say, be like, hey, check out my Savage 50. Peace, bye.
I think after this right here, they probably don't even ask nobody black to do this no more.
Cause it's going.
It's like it's some haywire shit go on. This time you got a girl that never said she's pregnant. All of a sudden she's not moving. Like she's not even really having a concert. And then she just pull out the stomach. Hey, bitch better have my money. Like nigga, bitch, we could have brought on Kenny Clarkson or something. You know how I was a Super Bowl thing. Like we could have did something completely different for you doing this. And then the bitch that interpreted shit is a better fucking act than you. Like, come on, bro. And that's dumb for them niggas even ask for her because she ain't been doing nothing in ages. Why ask for her to do something? It's stupid as shit. This ain't who I wanted up there. But I don't know if you remember if you heard about Shorty selling her motherfucking panties. Mulatto.
Yeah, selling her panties online.
Yeah.
Mm.
You think a motherfucker? Well, they did buy that shit. But
it gotta be a weird person to buy some shit like
that. What would
that.
make them think that her actual, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how. That's the first step.
Not
how they gonna be actually? How you know they actually hers? and she wore them bitches. That's one thing. Then
If she did war them, why are you buying
then
them?
that's sick as shit anyway. Yeah. Once you get past that, then you wanting that is sick.
Who bought him, a guy or a girl?
I don't know. I know he paid a lot of pretty penny for that shit. It's like these famous people got ways of coming up now without really doing anything. Is that the way to say this shit?
Mm-hmm.
For example, like that. She could just be sitting around, he'd be like, man, bitch, we down 20 G's. You gotta get some bread some kind of way. Oh, no problem. I got OnlyFans. Put my drawers on there. That's a quick 50 G's. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit. Whole time she ain't moved out the fucking bed. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's an easy way for them to get bread.
If she did war them, what you gonna do with them?
Nigga, I mean, she actually sold them joints.
I know, but I'm saying
Some
if she
wild
was,
shit.
like you said, how would you know if it's hers?
Yeah.
First of all. And second of all, if she did have them on and put them up on there, why are you buying them?
Exactly, Slim.
Like you weird as shit.
She got off on them. I think
Be one of those weirdos that be sniffing drawers.
Exactly. But it got me thinking, like, what famous people a lot of famous people probably selling shit on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
They do, but I don't know if it's no panties.
No, it definitely ain't no panties.
And if you are selling panties, why?
Get that bread. It's a bread joint now. Yeah, just throw anything on the net. If you famous, it's going to get you paid. Off the break.
Was they dirty or was they washed?
Well, for them niggas probably wanted her shit dirty. Now you say it. Now think about it. I think they would want if they buying her panties.
I think they'll want them like straight off her ass.
Fuck yeah.
Probably want period on it and everything. Nasty motherfucker. Put the tampon in the middle.
But you be surprised how many celebrities got OnlyFans though, bro. It's like a thirst trap somewhere, like Instagram or something, where they can throw it on but actually get bread.
I mean, anybody can do that. Just throw the shit on you.
Exactly. And some of them fucking too now. Don't get it twisted.
And sucking.
Hell yeah. Those usually reality stars though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's giving that ass up ASAP. Bitch better have my money. That's my joint, bro.
I like how she started off with that song.
That joint's my shit, yeah. Bitch better have my money.
But
better have my money.
That halftime show kind of it was like
an
advertisement for, hey, where are my clothes?
Oh no, it was some shit off the break. Ain't no what's the name of that? It was some shit. That's a damn show. But I didn't know if you heard Mary J. Blige is supposed to be coming out with a talk show. You heard about that?
I could see that happening. She been through some shit in her life. Been through some fucked up shit in her life. I don't know if you know that she dated JoJo.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. Just saying that is enough.
And got her ass whooped by him.
That was, oh yeah. That was JoJo though. I don't remember who it was back then.
Jodeci.
I know. I remember getting her ass, but I remember going through that shit. I couldn't remember. You sure it was him?
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
And she went and got married and got cheated on. And then the guy had the baby on the side. And she was
oh, yeah. That's right.
Then right after that, she graduated from Howard.
She got some age on her too now, but that's fucked up.
But I know that pussy's still working.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'm scared of videos. I don't know if them pussy.
I think that joint
I'm about
still.
To see one.
I think that joint still thrive.
I need one to prove that to me.
Oh, trust me. I have.
Oh, okay.
I have
I'm
one.
Need them to prove that for sure.
I had a couple, run-ins with 40s and 50s. outside of outside of 5 years ago.
Yeah.
My
Now,
20s, I had them. You know, them jumps still root. Matter of fact, you know, sometimes you want to camp in it, but don't do that. That's a setup.
not good. And she said her first interview is going to be with Taraji P. Henson. Now, first of all, she haven't even explained why she was in this video doing this little child pornography shit. I don't think that's going to be a good idea to start off with her, bro.
Who?
Uh,
Taraji?
Taraji P. Henson. Remember she did that shit with what's this nigga name?
No, that's Tiffany Haddish.
Them not the same people?
Oh, Tiffany Haddish did that.
Okay, yeah, Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish did that with
what's his name?
Eric Spears.
Eric Spears, bitch ass.
And had that boy in them drawers.
Yeah,
they had keys outside his drawers.
That was so funny, bro. People don't see that as funny, but I see the humor in a lot of that shit in there, especially them keys.
Yeah, the keys outside his drawers.
Straws. That part was funny as fuck, bro.
Like, why is keys outside his drawers?
That's funny. But yeah, she said 50 Cent gonna be on her joint too. It's gonna be on BET, so
of course.
They're already you know what I'm saying, they were already recording most of these joints. Yeah, Margie Bar is 50.
Oh, so they're gonna have their own morning talk show. That's pretty good.
Yeah, she just turned 52. But I don't like when they be doing it with people that never done a talk show before. It's like you doing with Brady. Like, what the fuck is that? They never did it before. How are you gonna pay them all that fucking money?
See, the thing about her,
and they can learn quick though on the fly. Fuck it.
See, the thing about her, she's been through some shit in her life, so I could see her having a talk show. And then, because she's one of those people that ain't like Ivana changed my life talk show. I don't even know that one.
I don't know if she gonna do it like that. She probably do it, try like a Arsenio Hall type shit.
Is a day and time night.
Bring all the black people on the joint. Like, it's on BET, so it's gonna flow. She know everybody, so everybody gonna come on the motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, she know everybody.
Yeah,
she's been in the game too long.
Fuck yeah, her first joint is 50 Cent. It's her first show, so check that out, man. Mary J. Blige talk show on BET.
She first started off at Uptown Records.
Yeah.
That's how her and JoJo
not good
got linked up because they was with Uptown Records.
JoJo's still drunk. To this day, this nigga still drunk, bro.
And
you know, he fucked that concert up the other day.
He did that before though. He was it was some time ago. He was in the concert. He was up there singing. Then he passed the fuck out.
Oh, he
passed out on stage.
Yeah, real drunk.
Yeah, he passed out on stage, and that was the end of that. He was sitting there singing "Lately Never Seen," and next thing you know, he was out.
That joint used to be tight though back in the day though.
Yeah, I know what that song called, "Lately."
Them and motherfucking Boys in the Hood. My Boys and Men used to be going neck to neck. Boys and Men was like that too. When it comes to singing. You know what I'm saying?
New Edition was like right after.
I think it was only one person can sing on that motherfucker. What, Johnny Gill? Everybody else can't really sing.
Johnny Gill was the replacement.
He can sing like a motherfucker.
And Ralph Tresvant.
He was all right.
He had the high pitched voice.
Hell yeah. Like when that joint first started, he was like sound like a little girl and shit. When they first started and shit. That shit was crazy. But I forgot about the Grammys when they do the red carpet. I forgot about when they did the little joint with Scarface did the joint. You heard about that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Whitney should have been in it?
If you go say Ghetto Boys, it's a group. If you're gonna say Scarface only, just have Scarface only. But you can't say Ghetto Boys and have Scarface singing a Scarface song. That's stupid. That's like saying we're gonna bring the Jackson 5. We're gonna bring the Jackson 5 and have Michael to sing "Beat It."
Now, Woody D had issues with this.
And now have the Jackson 5 dead.
He went on his motherfucking he got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He went on that joint and expressed how he felt. So you already know Scarface got his own little channel.
And you know Scarface ain't playing.
It's called the Ghetto Boys joint though.
Ghetto Boys Reloaded.
Exactly. So he brings Woody D on it. Now to me, this tells me you two don't communicate no more. You feel me? That you feel that you have to bring them on your platform. You know what I'm saying? So y'all to discuss this. When this y'all probably both y'all what the fuck? You feel me?
And he did admit that he did not communicate with him. So what's that telling you? He wants that the spotlight was only on Scarface, right?
Now again, me personally, I understand Bushwick and not here no more, but I'm gonna tell you, the Ghetto Boys is...
You can't have Ghetto Boys without Bushwick.
I mean,
that's first and foremost. You can't have no Bushwick. You can't have no Ghetto
Woody
Boys.
D was completely opposite
He was
of Ghetto Boys. For him to act like and sit there like an ant want to bite your toe and shit, like stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You were really nothing to this thing here. People don't even know you was in it. It's Bushwick Will and Scarface. So if you inviting somebody to the joint, shit costs money, first of all. And we bringing Scarface here, and he gonna be rapping all the fucking songs anyway, because you ain't rapping none of them. And then he got his own singles. Just let him rock. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to bring you, dragging you here to do what? Stand there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand they it's like they're not going on a full-blown Ghetto Boy reunion type shit.
Tour, not like
that. It wasn't like that.
Because Bushwick Bill was the anchor of the motherfucking joint. But then I'm gonna have to put it to you like this. As growing up, listening to the Ghetto Boys, they did break up, right? They got back together. But it was more of a breakup of Scarface, Bushwick Bill. Willie D was not in the picture. So I get it.
Yeah, if Scarface didn't come back and do that second album, it wouldn't have been no more Ghetto Boys. If he ain't come back and do it with them, they were done. And I don't get what he tripping off. Like, let that go. Be happy for Scarface up there who was sick last year, bro. Fuck that shit you talking about. Like, nigga, you're not getting nothing out of this. He ain't getting nothing out of this. You ain't gonna get nothing out of this. Like, you're not right. If he was going on stage, he wouldn't have done that but walk around with the mic in his hand. Wouldn't have done a motherfucking thing. He not no background singer. He ain't shit. If he ain't saying his actual verses, which they did not do, it was not on nowhere, it was useless to bring him. Because Scarface gonna start rapping his own shit. They don't need to bring him in. For what? Now, if that nigga in the crowd, you be like, hey, what did he out there? Hey, come on down, nigga. That type shit, that's different. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, we ain't about to do a whole show waiting for Woody D to get here. Like, really? Come on, man. We got to do a show in concern if Woody D can make it or not. Not Woody D, bro. Like, come on. We're going to tap into it. He been on Scarface joint. I wonder what he's saying. I didn't even listen to his joint. I already know he heated. I listened to his joint on his YouTube joint.
And it's indicative of how often that we allow motherfuckers to just, steamroll us, man, and
now
put us in this little box, you just be lucky. Just be grateful that you got that. Just be happy that you got 14 minutes. Now we're beyond that. If they had given hip hop 14 minutes 20 years ago, 25 years ago, okay, that's understandable because they didn't. We knew this thing. 25 years ago, fine. But dude, we're 50 years deep and we're the best at what we're the best. Well, let me put it like this, because being the best is subjective. But we are number one. We are the number one genre of music. Mm-hmm. We sell the most. We're killing everybody. Ain't nobody fucking with hip hop. You can say what you want to say about it, but hip hop is number one. Go to any club, anywhere in the world, and you're gonna hear some hip hop. So it needs to be respected, and we need to demand more of ourselves. And we should not hustle the brand. We should not hustle the brand of hip hop, the brand of hip hop. We should not hustle that. No, we should not allow people to hustle it. Not even the people that are inside. It's almost like those black gatekeepers who ran the Grammys, who produced the Grammys, who was a part of those decision making. That decision making, to me, is akin to having a black mayor or a black chief of police, and black people are still catching the blues in their city. We got a black chief, we got symbolism, but what we don't have is we don't have a fair shake. We don't have we don't have a level playing field. We're still not getting our justice. But even though we have a black chief of police, look at what happens in Memphis. You got a black chief of police. You got all these black officers, and not one of them had the presence of mind to show some humanity, to show some empathy for this man. Not one.
Not one.
It's fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. So we talk about how, we should be on the inside and we need to have our own shit. And when we get an opportunity like that, we don't look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue, bro. That's my issue. And can't nobody tell me that was the right move. And people got their own opinions and all that shit. But like I say, they didn't do this shit. They ain't put 33 years in like I did. I'm on 34 right now. So they didn't put that 30. You're on 34. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? We did that. And we should share in the glory. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna be there for the agony, if we're gonna be there for the miscues and the trauma and the drama, we should be there for the triumphs. You know what I'm saying? And the accolades as a group, not as a member. And like I say, you don't need, I'm going to reiterate that, you don't need ghetto boys. I don't need ghetto boys. But if we're going to do ghetto boys, let's do ghetto boys. And that's why I want to make sure that all these motherfuckers out here know that. Don't be trying to hustle our brand and you ain't including me and Brad. Don't try to hustle our motherfucking brand because I ain't going for it. I ain't letting the shit slide. I'm going to speak on the shit. I don't like this whole podcast. That's the piece that I don't like about this podcast shit is that, this thing was done in a way where I had no choice but to speak on this. This is typically something that we would discuss in private because we've had our gripes and shit in the past, but we've always addressed our shit personally. This really ain't no shit they need to be hearing.
That's true.
But since it was addressed in a public forum, then I had to, it was the transgression, in my opinion, was done publicly. Then, the rebuttal had to be done publicly. It had to be addressed publicly. So, that's where I'm at with it, bro.
Well, and Willie, I understand that, but you just understand that it wasn't my call to make.
It was. At the end of the day, like I said, you could have said, I'm not fucking with it. At the end of the day, no matter what they say, at the end of the day, you could have said, I'm not fucking with it. If I'm not taking this dude that I sit here and do this Ghetto Boys podcast with every motherfucking
you got a point,
week,
Willie, but
I'm not going to do it. And here's another thing, Brad. We are for renewal on this podcast.
Yeah,
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars? Wasting tons of
Okay, let's dive into some of that shit he just said, right? He didn't let Scarface talk too much, but I'm saying that he feels like he being disrespected, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree with him what he said about the hip hop part. It should be in-house.
Yeah.
Because me and you, we was on the podcast. Me, you, and Red was on the podcast last week. We was talking about the same shit. Like hip hop should be just where a certain culture. Now it's starting to float other places that probably don't have no business floating to. But they say it's evolution of hip hop. Who knows where that is?
I don't know. Willie D.
But
he made a lot of good points, but the bigger picture is he telling Scarface that, hey man, you ain't had to go on stage, you ain't had to do none of that shit. Scarface said, man, that wasn't my call. I don't know. Like you said, he could have just walked away, yeah. But nigga, you ain't paying my bills, motherfucker.
He wasn't getting paid for that either.
Who, Face?
Mm-mm.
Shit.
He said it wasn't his call, but he ain't saying he ain't get paid for that either.
Yeah, he ain't get paid for that. But Face just I just think Face, Willie D is over. I mean, he overreacted to the point where he could just went to one of them and said that. He don't have to be all on the internet saying this shit. You feel me?
Mm.
I just think that's when he went out of pocket at right there. It's like that's unnecessary, bro. You ain't gotta do all that shit at all. Now, bro, I be motherfucking. I watch a lot of motherfucking trials and shit, murder trials and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching them motherfucking X trial.
Yeah, I've been following that too.
Now, it's a lot about this joint that's crazy. First of all, I seen the motherfucking. First of all, it's like four dudes that was together or some shit. Jump out the motherfucking van that they rented and block him off and jump out the joint and reach into the car, all type shit. The uncle jump out, he runs and leaves him and shit. You see all that shit? It's like I didn't know all that was going on though. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had murdered, robbed or something. I didn't know niggas did this shit in broad daylight. I didn't know they pulled up in front of him type shit like that. That was just crazy.
The shit was weird because he was in the Lambo, right? And somebody had their phone out. And the only thing you see is he just lying there dead. But you don't see no bullet wounds, no gun wounds, or nothing. No blood, no nothing. He's just dead. And one of them snitched and said that Drake sent them over there to do it.
I don't know it. Yeah. So what it was.
And that's not even logic because they the ones that said it.
It's funny because they all being tried separately, right?
That's weird.
In the same time. So all four lawyers are there and they going one by one. It's just odd as fuck. And one of the lawyers was like, well, Drake, he already said if somebody kill him, Drake did it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell is going on? I'm watching this court case like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the whole case was weird.
It threw me off.
And then the odd part about this, the boy had been dead for about 3 years.
And the case so late, yeah.
Like 4 years, actually.
Like everybody that pull up on the stand, be like, I don't remember. They got actually bring the paper up and say, this is what you said, read this. Oh, I remember now, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Then you got the girlfriends and shit up there. It's like the lady that rented a car to him, she testified. So she rented a car to some youngins. She didn't know they was about to kill somebody and shit like that.
But they're youngins.
That's true. And she had to come and say who came and got the car and shit. It's just like, it's so much going on with this case. It's just crazy, bro. They showed the surveillance camera, right? Where he had $50,000 in his bag. And he was going to buy a bike or some shit. They showed the surveillance. He going to bike shop and shit. The niggas that robbed him comes in the bike shop behind him and buy masks. It's just the oddest thing. Like, huh? You buy masks? You about to rob this dude that's 2 feet away from you? And you come get mask?
And then he already seen your face?
It's just the oddest thing to me,
everybody seen your face?
Young, if y'all watch this shit, if you follow this thing, it's the craziest thing that's happening. They literally rent a car from somebody. You can't rent cars and go on murder sprees with it, bro. How long you think you can last with that? It's a rental car. It supposed to came back an hour ago. What the fuck are we doing? You can't be running away from police and the shit supposed to be back 2 hours ago. Like, come on, young. Like, the whole murder thing was like people just thinking shit on the fly, bro. It seemed to me it's like they seen him and then they start thinking, let's rob this nigga. You feel me? It just seemed too much on the fly. Like, let's go get some masks. As soon as he come out, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's too much right now type shit. But again, him walking around with 50 G's in the bag, Louis Vuitton bag, it's some silly shit to me. Then you had nobody bodyguarding you. You just got your uncle. His uncle runs from the car, leaves him in the car. Literally don't come back till police come, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Like the whole thing is weird.
Yes, bro. I started to think the uncle had something to do with it. Like, who the fuck do that? I get you scared. He tell everybody get out the car and all that shit. And that's one point. But you just don't come back ever again?
You know what?
Until police get here? Like, you don't know what's happening to your nephew now. Like, what are you doing? Nigga, the first person I seen, I probably would jump in that car and sped off and ran in the back of them and all types of shit. I don't know what I would have done. I would have just disappeared until police came, bro. Like, my nephew's getting fucked up. If he not getting shot, they beating the shot him or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck?
The whole thing was conflicted because starting off, you go to the bike shop, people following you, they grab masks, they rob you, you sitting there like a sitting duck, and you like, we just sitting there like, huh? What just happened?
I didn't get none of it. And then two people jump out the truck. They got hoods on and the mask that they just brought. Then they reaching in the car. One of them got a big ass joint. They reaching in the car, yanking on them. I guess they trying to take a chain or something, right?
Yeah, they was trying to steal something.
And my thing is, what is he fighting for? Like, give them that shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I think the last time man reached in there, I think dude was fighting. Dude was fighting not to let him get shit. The bag, none of that. And man just started shooting in the joint. After too much tuckling went on and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. This whole thing funny because who would do that? Who would do that much fighting when it's clearly two guns in your face? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What? So why make this thing hard for them to get first whatever it is off your neck? Now you know these joints got these special little locks on them now. You heard about those?
Mm-hmm.
On their chains and shit now?
Yeah.
Where it's hard to yank it off?
Yeah.
I would never understand the point of that. If me, I want that bitch to come off easy as possible. I want you to be taking me with you.
Yeah, because they could just twist that shit and
choke the shit out you. Like, nigga, the fuck. But yeah, that's probably what happened where they couldn't get that bitch off his neck. It was hard to get it off his neck because that lock was on it. But then him not giving them the bag too. That whole thing was tough, bro. To watch. So I watched, like I said, I watched the whole like case. You know, in the cases they showed in the surveillance video and all that type of shit raw. You know what I'm saying? And you get to see what happened. And them reaching in the car and him fighting and shit. And then they just start unloading on the joint. Then he jumped back into the van. The uncle don't come back till police come. I lock him up just for that, motherfucker. Like,
you got something to do.
It's a lot you could have done. Instead of just leave him completely there with two niggas with guns and niggas in the van. Like, that ain't gonna end pretty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I got out the car, and they ain't shoot me after I got out. Like, it's plenty of people standing out there by their cars and shit like that. Like, a lot of things could have happened, but not me just disappearing and don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Until the smoke cleared. Like, damn. You could have got them out of there some kind of way. Like, got some poles and threw them bitches down there. Something. Got the motherfucker speaker said something, bro. Like, somebody getting the groceries out of their car or jumped in that bitch and man, you know what I'm saying? Like no. If that's my nephew, of course your first reaction when they say get out, you know what I'm saying?
Is get out.
Yeah, you're gonna get out then. But when you realize your nephew's still in it, how far do you run though? Do you keep going? You just keep on going and shit. Like, call police. Fucking this nigga still running. Like, fuck. How far you gonna get away from your nephew though? That shit crazy. I don't know.
And then, like I saw the video, the motherfucker he was in his Lambos, he was just launched over, and I was like,
tough.
The fuck? I don't see no bullet wounds.
Then you got people coming up taking pictures and shit.
People taking pictures.
Yeah, it's just stupid, bro.
And then I noticed he ain't had that forehead tattoo no more.
It was funny because he looked both of those people in their eyes. I always say, dog, when you out and about like that, you literally got to pay attention to people, bro. He looked both of those people in their eyes when they walked in that store. And he looked both of them in their eyes. And for him not to start thinking something, he had to think. He got 50 G's in his bag. You got to start thinking, all right, these niggas look odd. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the very least, keep paying attention to them clowns. You know what I'm saying?
Because they rolling up in there, grabbing fucking masks.
What? If I was seeing them get masks, I probably wouldn't have left back out. I probably would have been like, bruh, you know, I'm going to need some feds up here ASAP. Yeah. I ain't going out that motherfucker, bro. You better leave. I ain't pulling out of here. Shit. But yeah, it's a few cases I'll be following now, but this is one of the main ones that's on now and shit. They got one of the dude friends. Now he testifying against all the other friends. You see what I'm saying? You seen him?
Which one is this?
It's like a chubby dude with glasses, and he the one that's testifying against the rest of them and shit. The rest of them saying they was not dead. They even had them niggas' girlfriends up on stage. It's like, this shit is just fucking crazy, bro. Crazy as fuck. But I don't know. That shit probably don't end well leaving, young. It's hard for me to think all of them going to jail when you can't. Only person that can identify the actual shooter, right? Because the uncle left and ran. Shooters is
the store clerk.
The nigga that's snitching. That's with them, but plead.
And the store clerk. Who the one that was renting the van to him. And the camera.
Oh, the cameras, yeah. But they so covered up. They got hoodies and masks on. You can't even see that.
No, I'm talking about the store that they got.
Oh, far before they got the mask, yeah. But it's hard to say. See, this is why if you're a good lawyer, right? My man does this all the time. He ride bikes, he go in there and get masks. That's what he do. That don't connect with whatever happened with people that got masks that kill him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a good lawyer, you know what I'm saying? You can't connect those two. Only thing that connects it is that person that's in the van with them is snitching. You feel me? He the one gonna say, hey, him buying the mask connects with robbing dude. You feel me?
And it's funny that you said that. I read an article earlier, and you know, certain states like Maryland, Virginia, you get paid 80,000 stacks a month for snitching on crime.
Oh yeah, they got informers out this joint for sure. Definitely got that.
Informers get paid 80 grand a month.
Them niggas probably they make a living off that shit almost.
I couldn't do
it. Like by the end of the year, they made at least enough where they paid enough money on the bills and some more shit, bro. They, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't no deadbeat dad for sure. Mm-hmm. Niggas wasn't no deadbeat dads for sure.
What you want? What you want, daughter? I want a Lambo. Here you go.
Best believe it. I don't know, but just touch on that Scarface joint here. I don't think Scarface should feel bad about that. I understand what Willie doing, but I just think the time is passing. What's going on now don't really involve all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the times. They want, if anything, they play one Ghetto Boy song, Tricks on Your Mind. They might play that if. But everything else is gonna be all Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So
my mind's playing tricks on.
Yeah, that's what. But everything else is gonna be straight Scarface songs. Maybe he felt like at least call me. You feel me? At least just say. At least made me feel like I was a creator of some of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
He did say that. He said I should have called you, but that wasn't my call of getting up on the what's called.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big ass. This is Grammys. He being invited. Like, what he supposed to get invited and be like, hey, you know what? Y'all invited me, but yeah, I don't like these colors, and my man Willie coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You tell him, dog. That's all right. We're gonna get Ice Cube in. We good with you. We're gonna get another. Yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube will be quiet now. He done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's how the world was probably with his dad. Flavor on that man, that nigga been on reality shows for a minute too. We know what Peace, everybody tuning in from Coast to Coast Worldwide. The Third Respectful Podcast. It's underground shit. Yeah. Just 2 times a week. Each and every week. Yeah. Third Respectful, baby. That's Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. Wherever you get your podcast at. iHeartRadio, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. College your boy. Got anything to say we got it though? Who? Everybody know I'm recovering from a broken arm and shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? So eventually I'll be able to get up and do my dance to the go-go. You know? Like my long stride with the broken arm shit, and elbow. Both. Not good. Hey, this is one of my favorite joints back in the day. DC, baby. Third Respectful. That's a joke right there. I remember I was in school, so where y'all from? Where y'all from, man?